Today we are going to practice on Docker. I have two Docker machines available. One is a Windows machine and another one is a Linux machine. So what we will be doing, we will be running Docker Apache web server. So let us get started. This one that we are seeing right now is our Windows machine, and I will open PowerShell here. And first we will do this one on Windows machine, and then later on second we will be doing same thing on a remote Linux machine, right? So the Apache web server is now I will go by this command. So what I will do is I will run a Docker image from Apache. So I am giving a run command with the detach switch, and then -p means port. We are mapping port of the local host with 80 port, so that we can access the running web server. So let us do it. It won't find it, it will download it, and once it's downloaded it will start executing and the service will be started automatically. We can test that one simply, very simple. This command is used, so we will, after completing, we will clean up the remnant environment, everything. So this one I gave as -d, so it is running in the background. So let us go to localhost and port 5000. So I will go localhost with the mapping 5000, right? So 5000 port is mapped to 80 port inside. Oh, it works. So this is default message with the HTTP Apache web server. Then it has only one line. It works, and that line is header line, right? So this is tested. So this is the way we use most of the Docker. So let us check Docker PS, right? What if you see Docker PS, something that is running, right? If you go with the all -a, you will be having everything that is available here. Basically, there are a couple of things that we have started already. We can clean up everything. So in here, at this time, we don't need any of these ones. So basically, a command there for deleting all of these ones can be used as a as a cleanup command. I would say we will stop the thread first of all. Docker stop, DOCKER, Docker stop, stop. Docker stop, which one is running? Running one is the first one, right? So A84, let us say it's stopping or not. Yes, it's stopped already, right? And to clean up everything quickly, we can because those are stopped one, we can use RM with all of those ones, but alternatively we can use system prune, right? Let us see what it does, right? So it will do this, that it will completely stop if all the stopped containers will be pruned, right? So let us clean everything. So everything is cleaned and the space is released, right? So I can check now Docker PS -a. So all of the containers will be shown, nothing, right? So this is good thing. So we will be doing now, this one was on local machine, and we will be doing the same thing in the remote machine. Now on the remote machine, when we were using the browser with localhost, that was on this local machine. Now the next one that we are doing same practice, same thing, exactly same thing on the remote one. But to access the remote one, I have a PuTTY connection. So I have PuTTY connection, and okay, log in first to the remote machine and then spawn the PuTTY, right? So in putty, we are going to do same thing, exactly same thing. We are not changing anything, right? But I am giving same name. I'm not giving the version of the machine, the version of the, the container, and like that I am skipping, so it will be using latest. So see, when I'm skipping version here, 2.4 or whatever, so it is automatically taking it as a latest one, so whatever is available, right? So it is now running. So when it is running, because in our Linux machine, we don't have browser there, and we are connected remotely. So it will be accessible 5000 port on that machine. So we need to give the IP 992.168.7.17, and then port is given as a 5000. See, 5000. When we ran the command, we mentioned 5000. So let us see, it works. See, it works, right? When it works, that means it's good, right? So we will be, what we can do, we can now clean up, right? So to clean up, I will stop docker stop. What we need to stop? We need to stop this one. Basically, this is full ID of the container, actually complete ID, right? But what happens is the Docker is Docker. In Docker, you can cut off the extra characters. Just something that matches uniquely to the ID, that will be picked up. If there is duplicate, then it will give an error, right? So we are good that we can mention, I will, by my default habit, by my default nature, I will do C3 AB1, right? See 4 characters. C2 AB, no, it is C3, not C2. So it is C3, right? So C3 AB1. So it will stop it. Now it is stopped. So what I will do, docker system prune. I'm not sure if Y is available. Y is not available. So prune, right? And then we have to give yes here. Okay. So all those containers have been deleted, and the total space is already released, right? So this was the way we will be doing with all the containers. So what we will do, first thing we can do, pull the image down to your local machine, and then we still have the images, right? We have pruned the, let us say, if we have images, docker images, right? See, we have images available. The download that was performed when we are running like, see, hello world was run when we had installed this one. Then second, we had run ngx, right? nginx, right? nginx, right? So that one also is still available on the disk. So when you will run this now, run from the local next time, then it will not go to the web. It will not download the new one. It will be using whatever is available in the machine, right? On physically on the machine, right? So that is what it is. So thank you very much for watching this video up to now, and I think we are done with this practice today. For next practice, I will be preparing another video for you guys, and by the way, I am expecting that everybody who need to learn more, they should give us some feedback, so that next time when we prepare next video, we will keep in mind that what you want extra, what you want. Hello friends, today we are going to practice on Docker container. We will be using, for this practice, we will be using Apache Tomcat web server. So let us get started. This one is is our machine that you are seeing on the screen right now. And here are the commands that we have prepared for this practice. So let us get started. We will be opening PowerShell. Let me give you some bigger font. This font I will put it like 20. And so yes, okay, so we will pull the Tomcat. First of all, we will pull the Tomcat image on our local, bring it to the local machine. So when we pull, it will detect which image is available and which is default over there. And this is the latest one is getting downloaded. After download, what we will be doing, we will be running this one, and we will be using the detach, and then we will be providing the name, and then we will be giving the port mapping, everything that as required, and then we will be testing this one if that one image is showing the home page of Apache Tomcat, right? So I hope this will not take much longer. It will be ready soon. It's extracting and also downloading at the same time. Oh yes, so complete, very close. And then this one, we are seeing it downloading. So yes, this thread is a little slow. Okay, so that's fine. We will be executing this one, and once we execute this one, then we will see if there is anything special we need to do. We are going to do the practice by a real execution of the things, right? So download, complete, extract. So yeah, so download is already completed for all of the threads, but then extract is required, so it is complete now. So let us start it with this command. Now this command, docker run and detach, name is mycat means my Tomcat. This is just the token name as name of the container, right? So p port, we are mapping localhost as a 5000 port, and Tomcat, which is in the container, as 8080 port. Tomcat uses 8080 port for administration, right? So let us use this command to run it. Yeah, okay, so it has given me back the container ID, so that's fine. So now what we can do is, now we will test this one. We will go to localhost and use 5000 port. We have used 5000 on the localhost. 1 2 3 5000. So let us try to see if it is accessible. If it's not, then we will try to find out why it is not, right? Okay, so first thing is that let us hope that it is available, right? If not, then we will see if we made any mistake, or we need to improve anything, or there may be something that we need to oh, it works. Now it works. So it works. Is that the one? Yes, I don't think so. Oh no. I think it is not the correct one. Okay, this is the correct one. So what happens is with the sometimes I have come across a couple of the images that show like this. Means actual container that should have the default document has nothing in it, empty. So I don't know if that is mistake or that is intentionally done by the one who prepared the container image, but it's not that bad. We can we can fix this issue. Let us do that practice quickly, so that now in this way we will be having some excuse to do some kind of practice. And what we will do, because we have started the container, now there is a way that we will log into that container, and then we will see if that container is can be considered as a machine for now, for this purpose. So command is docker exec name my cat bash. So we are running bash command inside mycat container. Mycat container name is given already. If not, then we can give the container ID as well. But now let us see if it goes there, logged in, and flag name. Okay, so unknown name flag doc exec help. So why name is unknown? Okay, let me see if we don't need the name here. My cat, no. So we need to give the container name here. So let us do this one as a BA38. BA38, right? So this so PS minus PS docker PS docker, and okay, your container ID, we can give the full container ID. I'm not sure why it is not taking that command, or name, it should take name, not taking the name. So docker exec, let us say docker exec, and for this one we should provide the container ID. We will provide the container ID and we will see what it does, right? No, it is not going there. So let me check it out why it's not doing this one. We'll be back with you soon with us. So friends, actually we need to, when we are executing bash, we should not make a mistake like this one, that I was making by, you know, we need to provide two flags here. That should be IT, I interactive T terminal, right? Interactive terminal is required, and with this one we can see I am already logged into the Tomcat machine, right? So here in the machine we will be looking at the Tomcat list. So in let us see what is inside the web apps. I am going to provide it web app list web app, copy and paste. So list web apps should be empty, that's why it's not showing there, right? This is very clear. Now if we have the distribution like default one coming with it, do we have something in it? Oh yeah, we have something in it. So what we can do is, this is a sample, so we can bring this one into the web app. So I will be using some command, Linux command, copy. So let us try this command that I have already used. So this basically it is copying web apps distribution folder, and inside the folder everything into web apps, and I am giving repeat switch, which will repeat for all of the containers and folders, right? Whatever. So now we have the contents. Let us see if we have contents. Now we are listing web apps, same thing, and if we list the other one also, same thing. So that initial content of the web apps folder is coming as a sample from Tomcat Apache with this distribution that we have just made a double copy there, right? So now on that one where it was saying status 404 not found, this is a typical error that comes with many of the times. So now we have put the contents there. Let us try to refresh it. See, Apache Tomcat 10.1 is running there, right? So this is the way some of the containers have that kind of thing. So we should have enough knowledge about the container, what container does, how many, which kind of ports it is using, what other considerations are there, like how do we manage them, how do we use them, right? All of these things. But this one we have tried only right now. We have tried only on the local one. Let us try to do it on the remote one. But there is not much difference. I will stop this one for now. Docker stop, and what we need to give it? We gave it the container ID, right? So it is stopped. Oh, Docker is not found. Oh, we are inside the container. Exit it out, and then we will do Docker stop. Oh shit. So let us do Docker stop. I will do the stop, or maybe you can remove it with the force. I would say RM minus F with force. Okay, so then it will kill it, right? So it's gone. So now I will close this one, and we'll go to the Linux box where we have another version, another distribution of the Linux based distribution of I would say Docker community edition. So let us try to use those commands here. So we will be pulling, and then we will be executing all with the separate commands. So pulling, and then after pulling, because this is Tomcat is a little bit heavy version of what we call is of the web server. So once it is downloaded, it takes time, right? Once it downloaded, we will execute, run it in detach mode, so that console is available for us to fix the folder contents that very likely that are so we use same container ID. We use the same container, so I think that applications folder is not available there, right? So what we are doing, we are mapping the port like 5000. Okay, so that should be fine. So now we need to get the IP address of this machine, because this machine is if config. I would grep inet, and that way I will have inet. This is the IP of this machine, right? So this IP, okay. So this IP, no, we have not that one. We have this IP. So this IP we will be using in our browser. So in the browser, we will see if we have in 5000 what we are getting. Are we getting something, or it's still empty? So this is the old message we have used the other one. So this message we are waiting for. So in this one, same thing as the other one. So what we will do, we will be trying to log into the bash terminal of the container. So Docker interactive. So we are in the Tomcat, right? So we are in the Tomcat. Then same thing like ls web apps. We don't see anything there, nothing, right? So web apps dot dist, that is distribution, right? So from the distribution folder, we will bring it to the web apps folder, right? So I would say cp copy. So let us make it like that. ls instead of ls, copy cp, and we are copying everything from there. I mean whole bunch of the files or folders, and I'm putting star here, and we are putting it into the web apps folder, and then we are giving a repeat flag. it will be quick. So we can check now. We have the, if we don't have, then we will see why we don't have, but we should have same thing here, right? So now we can try to refresh our browser. The browser was saying that there is nothing in the folder. It did not find the default index page, right? So see, now it is working. See, it was working before, but there was no content. So with the contents we have tested. Thank you very much for your time, and I think that this will help you if you need something better way, or there is anything that you want me to improve. I will be doing my best effort in favor of your knowledge and practice. So let us know if there is anything that we can do it better. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Hello friends, this is Sarjeet. So today we are going to do some practice with Docker and nginx container image. So let us get started. We have a Docker machine running. Docker is installed on Windows. Along with Windows, I have Linux also. So if I run this command, I will show you Docker is available. So what we are going to test today is, let us do it first on Windows, and we will be doing that again in parallel with the Linux machine also. My Linux Docker is running on some other machine, so for accessing that one I usually go through WinSCP. That is my way of doing things, right? It is easy, and it is we are more comfortable with this approach. We are having WinSCP logged into the other Linux machine, and that machine is well, WinSCP, we are not copying anything, but this is the standard way I do the things, because this allows us to span putty, right? And the putty is now connected to other machine. So we have two machines. One is one has the name as Docker. Let me show you. This is Windows Docker machine. So here we can type host name, and this one is on Windows RDP. We are on Windows RDP session. This will serve as the two purposes. One is because the Docker is running, so we will be testing same thing parallel in two places. But for the Linux side, we have a similar setup, exactly same setup that we have in a Windows server. Now this Windows server is a server 2022 standard version, and this is also being used as a jump box. So other machine OLE 8.6 is also available. So let us check the doc. So Docker images, right? Images. So what images we have? Hello world. So we had tested only. So let me you do the same command on the other side. So we have only, because we did not do much work on these ones, we had installed and we have tested it. This image is running. This image is available on both sides. So our I will pull up the commands that we'll be testing, and we will be putting in a text file so that we can save it, and I can give it away to you when you want to test on your own machine. So first of all, let me open Notepad. So yeah, And Notepad, the command that I am going to run is we will practice, we will do some research how we can use Docker in Windows and also in Linux, right? So Docker commands are same, so we will have that experience here. So Docker, I would say run. Well, basically the way is to download the image, but because Docker is so much mature that it can download if image is not available. So I will go straight to run. Docker run nginx, right? Nginx. Let me make sure what are the spellings, right? So yeah, okay. So today nginx. So let me copy paste this command, but we are just testing this command nginx. So what will happen, it will download the image and it will not find it locally, it will download from Docker what do we call Docker Hub image repository, right? So container image repository is providing this so actually it's not much use running the command like that, but anyways we will repeat the command in different ways, the ways we want to see the results, right? So what happened is here is that a machine has started the process and image has run. Now looking at the command that we used, the command is like this. Let me paste it here. So first command, this one is, now what happens is Docker run command, when we are running it, okay, let me save, this will be saved as Docker run, I would say Docker run nginx nginx, Docker run nginx, right? So yeah, okay, so this is the basic syntax, but what happens is that when we are running like this without detached flag, now let me tell you, actually this one should have been like this, but with the -d, Docker run -d. -d means detach. Detach means which console we are using, it should be detached and the software is running on the background, right? So that was the perfect way. But anyways, we have run it, downloaded and run it, and it is not going to give us much advantage here, because point here is that the port now nginx is run on port 80 because it's an application. So port 80, we cannot access port 80 on the container, because container doesn't have interface available outside. But let us try to find out and see what we can do here, right? Okay, so if we can try to log in, we need to have the address for both of the machines, and we will see if that machine is exposing the port or not, right? If it's exposing, then it will show up in here in our browser, right? So I would like to see if I can find, how can I find the machine running? The machine running will have some IP, container IP. So we will be trying to get this IP, right? So what we can do, I will find out the IP and then we will try to access that one if that is available. Let us try to find out the IP. For the IP, we can use Docker PS first of all, and then Docker inspector, and this is BA whatever. Oh, okay. So we have this IP available for this machine. So for this IP, I will copy this one, paste into the browser, and let us see if it can access or not. Maybe this one is not having allowed IP, but port 80 is not open maybe. But let me try this way. UFW allow 80. Oh, UFW not available. So in this one, what we can do, we need to see if we can. Okay, so for now we will allow port 80, and then we will try. Yes, success. So port 80 is allowed. Now let us try if that allows to be accessed from that part. It's still not allowing. So there is no way actually, maybe it is not porting 1701, 1702, 1702, and yeah, okay, 1701. This IP is 1702. 1702 is the one. Okay, so it is not it's not going through. So basic standard way of doing the things with the ports like that is to run with the port command, and with the port command. Oh well, this port is no, it is this port, not this port. We should allow this port through inside the container, right? So inside the container, Docker, I would say Docker exec -it will be container. What is the container name? This container is okay, this ID, right? So this with bash. So we are in the in that one. So UFW allow 80. So UFW is not found, and we have same command here that we actually ran on the main server, but that was not the thing. The thing was that we need to do it on the container inside, right? So firewall CMD is not available. So how do we do this port 80 available? Well, we don't know how the firewall is configured in here. So basically this is not a good way. Proper way is to restart this one with port command, right? Port switch, right? So I will break this one down, stop it, and then we will run it again with -p port. I would say 8080 mapped with port 80 inside. So this one should now, oh, -p is not. Well, actually, you know what, this piece is not proper here. This one is Docker -p here, -p 8080 colon 80, and then run this way, right? So Why not going through docker p8080? Well, after run, this should come after run. I will try. This has to come after minus p 8080 colon 80. So this is good now. So now we will try to access the same thing, but this time because the port is mapped to the local one. So what we will do is in the browser we will put as a localhost port 8080. Localhost colon 8080. So let us check that can be accessed. So localhost is not being accessed, but because that is not localhost, that is on Linux machine, not localhost. So that is on Linux machine means 192.168.7.17. This is the IP. So it should now work. Welcome to NGX. So this NGX command is working. Now this one was on our Linux box. So I am going to terminate that command, and then I will go to work on the same thing by breaking it. The command is gone. Now I will close this one for the Linux side. Now I will do the same thing on the local means on Windows server, right? So same command with the port portion, right? So I would say I don't have to actually detach it, but port is required. I'm saying P 8080 colon 80 and then NGX, right? So now we will run like this one, right? So this will be mapping the port from the container to the local machine, right? To the host machine. So container to the host. So I'm going to cancel this one and I am going to run it different way. Oh, it's not taking the command. Why it's not taking? Should be okay. Well, we can. So let me and this one. Okay, I can, yeah. Okay, so let us start again and run it with the command that we are using for nginx will be run like this. So this one, same thing. Now it is on Windows, right? So on the Windows side, because this is local Windows, so we can use localhost or IP. So local host colon 8080. This is what I mapped. Port 80 is mapped to 8080. So this should show up. Oh, localhost. See, welcome to NGX. So the containers are run like this. So there are other commands that we will be doing practice in forthcoming videos. How we can install them, how we can stop them, how we can remove them, all those things. But we have run simple NGX container, and that has been verified. Thank you very much for your time. We will be creating more videos like this one, and we want your feedback so that we